Tucked away in an industrial setting, Michael's Sourdough is home to some of the freshest sandwiches in Renner Park. Focusing their attention on their delicious sourdough bread that they bake themselves, Michael's ensures that every experience is a pleasant one. This family-owned and operated business is only open weekdays from 7:30 to 3:30, so that the owner can enjoy family life and be able to spend weekends and nights with his children. Michael's promises the best customer service in town that only adds to its appeal as the best lunch spot around.
Mike's Sourdough's product is more than just a sandwich. Not only do they offer other goods, such as chips, sodas, and cookies, they offer an overall positive experience where working individuals can enjoy fast, friendly, and convenient food service. Mike's Sourdough's product begins with their branding. The name and symbol is located on all signs, on the front door, and on their sandwich bags. The owner feels like their logo is not very good and that it needs to be redone. They may even change the official name from Michael's to Mike's, since everyone calls it that. All Mike's Sourdoughs have the same color scheme, however each location looks a little bit different. Mike's Sourdough's packaging for their sandwiches does not have their logo on it. The owner hopes to get a wrapper for their sandwiches that has their name and logo on it. That way, when someone is eating a Mike's Sourdough sandwich, passerbys will know. Mike's Sourdough has a warranty for their customers, so that if the customer is unhappy in any way with their sandwich, they will get a new sandwich made immediately and may even get their money back. If someone does not realize that their sandwich was made incorrectly until they're already back in their office at work, someone from the Mike's Sourdough's team will actually drive to their work and bring them the correct sandwich, along with a free lemonade and a cookie. The owner informed us that the customer is actually doing them a favor by telling them they made a mistake, and then there is the opportunity to fix the problem and amaze the customer. Some raw materials that Mike's Sourdough deals with are their meats, cheeses, and produce. They buy these products in bulk and actually cut them themselves every single day. The meat is cut on an automatic meat slicer, and the produce is cut by hand. The different components that go into their sandwiches include the different meats, cheeses, produce, and condiments, and differs with every customer's preferences. As for new products, Mike's Sourdough simply does not push their limits. The owner let us know that sure, they could easily add French bread pizzas to their menu, but they're good at making sandwiches, and that's what they're sticking to. The owner feels that total quality management is very important to them. However, it is difficult when working with immigrant workers with the idea that if the food did not make them sick, then it must be high quality. The owner allows employees empowerment to fix a problem before consulting him first. He informed us that he does not care what the employees have to do to make the customer happy. Overall, the Mike's Sourdough's product is much more than just sandwiches in the surrounding areas.
Michael's Sourdough currently has 4 locations in Novato, Rohnert Park, Petaluma, and San Rafael. All 4 of these locations are located in industrial areas instead of the typical shopping center. The specialty shop strictly serves sandwiches on their well-known sourdough bread with a complimentary drink and chips. They are at the end of the channel of distribution as retailers, assorting their deliveries for consumers to enjoy. They work with several different wholesalers to gather everything they need to prepare a delicious meal. Deliveries for their meat and cheeses comes 2 times a week, Mondays and Thursdays through their wholesaler Tony's Fine Foods. They have 2 different vendors for their drinks and then 1 for their paper products. They get deliveries 5 days a week for the produce so they can get it as fresh as possible, and they use a North Bay wholesaler that makes 89% of their produce deliveries. Deliveries between these wholesalers depends on the time of the year. Due to the frequent amount of deliveries, they are held to keeping a low inventory. This low inventory leads to a higher turnover rate. The company has noticed their highest amount of growth a year before their last store in Rohnert Park had opened.
Michael's Sourdough currently has 4 locations throughout the North Bay: San Rafael, Novato, Petaluma, and Roner Park. Their price policy is completely demand-based. Prices vary by location. San Rafael and Novato have slightly higher prices in comparison to the other locations, and that is due to the fact that people in Marin County, on average, make more money and are willing to pay more for a sandwich as compared to the customers in Sonoma County. Michael's Sourdough offers a buy 9, get 1 free cumulative quantity discount. They use a spot-on app which allows you to scan and keep track of your purchases. They also offer free drinks to students who wear the Greek letters at the time of their purchase. Michael's Sourdough offers daily specials. They are actually a little bit more expensive than the regular sandwiches, and the reason behind that is because they like to offer unique sandwiches that are not on the original menu. When it comes down to price setting, Michael's Sourdough doesn't like to base their prices off of what the competition does. They firmly believe that they can set their prices according to the demand for what they offer and be successful in doing so. The quality of their sandwiches is their pride and joy and ultimately guides their price setting. Michael's Sourdough's approach to maximizing the profit begins with minimizing how much produce they waste. Their main focus is to bring more people into the store, and they achieve that through customer experience. Michael's Sourdough runs their business to accommodate their owners' lifestyles. They have kids and want to have the opportunity to spend time with their families on the weekends, which is why they are closed Saturday and Sunday. Because it is a lifestyle-based business, they don't have a fixed profit goal. Instead, they focus on margin growth and analyze their performance in that manner. On average, the basic cost per sandwich is about $2.40, so they make a profit of about $5 per sandwich. When Michael's Sourdough was first established here in Roner Park, they offered limited discounting, deals for college students, and fundraisers, all in an effort to introduce new customers to their price dealing. In relation to value pricing, Michael's Sourdough focuses on what they do internally and do not worry about what other places such as Subway, Ike's, and Sandwich Spot do. They pride themselves in the quality of their sandwiches and how fresh their ingredients really are.
Most of Michael's Sourdough promotion is done through word of mouth. The company does small advertising with signs that direct customer traffic to their location. Some of their sales promotion methods include daily specials and coupons. Michael's Sourdough receives publicity through Yelp and Twitter. Other promotional methods include giving discounts to Greek-affiliated students that wear their letters into Michael's Sourdough.
The owner, Rudy, realizes his primary target markets are college students from SSU and business people. He treats these two entities as a combined target market, recognizing they are two different submarkets, but only using one strategy to satisfy both, which is to ultimately make great sandwiches. Rudy, the owner, has chosen to put all of his store locations in business industrial complexes, aiming to satisfy business people on their lunch breaks who would rather walk to the nearest lunch spot than get in a car and drive. By positioning himself in this location, he becomes the most convenient choice for business people in this geographic area. He chose to satisfy this group of customers first, as they are potentially the most profitable. Although his shop is fairly far away from SSU, he's built good relationships with various student leaders and has extended his marketing reach to the Sonoma State community. The only positioning analysis Rudy runs is periodically looking at Yelp, which is a good way to see what customers are saying and thinking about his product and store. There are many downsides to Yelp, as all business owners know, but this forum allows him to see how customers view his product, service, and business in general. If he gets a bad review from a customer, he is then able to adjust his product or service to make sure he withholds a good reputation among his target markets.